Good morning, Gigi fam. We're outside in the garden again this morning. On this Friday, we are doing Moo Moo Friday with CC Texas Garden. She said this Friday, be outside working in your garden in your moo moo. And y'all, here I am. Here I am out here in a moo moo. This just happened to be one of my mom's. Me and her actually shared this moo moo. I had it and she loved it, so I gave it to her, and she had it for years. She had it for years, and who'd have thought I'll be back in it again. But I'm wearing this today in honor of her, because she wasn't that big of an outside person, but she would come out periodically just to see what my dad was doing. So I'm wearing this moo moo today in honor of my mom. Oh yeah, in honor of my mom, and her name was Eula May. That was her name, Eula May. But I'm just out here to start my outside in the garden Friday walk, working in your moo moo, sipping on me some coffee from a mug that says someone in Minnesota loves you. This is from my friend Carletta and her husband Eric. They live in Minnesota, and for my 50th birthday they showed me the time of my life. For my 50th birthday, I wanted to be somewhere different, doing something different that I haven't done before, and she made sure that I did exactly that. And the way me and Carletta met, we actually met at Disney at a park, like it wasn't Disney World, but the other one that's in Orlando. She was down there from Minnesota, I was up from Georgia, and I had all of these tickets because some other people that I wanted to go with, my other part of my family I wanted to go with, they had emergency. My niece went into early labor, so half of the family went there. So I had all these free tickets at Disney World. So they was like, well, sell them or give them to somebody or whatever. So that's how me and Carletta met. I saw her and her daughter in line, and I gave them some tickets to Disney World for the cheap because I just wanted to get rid of them. And we actually her daughter actually ended up hanging with my daughter, because Erica at the time, she was like, oh, I don't ride like that no more. I got kids. I ain't having nothing turn me upside down on my head no more. So she wouldn't ride with Olivia. But Carletta's daughter, she rode with Olivia, and they had a blast. And we hung out the whole time. From the time that they got there, we got there, till it was time to go. We hung out the whole time, and we have been life friends since then. And it was before my mom passed. Yep, it was before my mom passed, because my dad had passed when I was 46, so, and he was already gone. So it was before that, I believe. And so we've been friends all that time. We talk every day. Either we get on that phone for a quick hot minute, or we're in text messages for a good hot minute. That's just how God is. He gives you people to help you along in life. She's older than me. She's like my older sister. Y'all, I see some spider webs over here that need to be knocked down. Y'all, I can't even walk through. Before I could walk out the door this morning, I had to get my little handy dandy broom, honey, and knock them down just to get this way. They love this open pathway. It's long, but they spin their web from one side to the other. And you can see, let me step over here so you can see. You can see how wide that path is. But they have their spider webs blocking this path like this every morning. Every morning that I come out here, because the mornings that I have to go to work, I'm not out here early. I be at work early. I leave the house early. But I'm gonna be out here, and I see them this way, so I'm just gonna knock them down, y'all. Y'all can watch me. And this is my morning walkthrough. This is what I have to do in order to make it through my own yard. This is what I have to do, and this is all the time, y'all, all the time. And this summer I have spent more this summer knocking down spiders than I ever have. Knocking down spider webs than I ever have. I have never really, it's always been spiders out here, but it has never ever been this bad. Never ever been this bad. And y'all, I just want y'all to join me while I walk through and sip my coffee. I see a spider web over here, you know, and if they ain't in my way, I may not bother them. Now, I'm not going to let a spider get real big. Why? Because I'm scared of spiders. I don't like them. And some of these outside spiders, they are poisonous. People are like, oh, they not poisonous. Yes, some of them are. I know the yellow ones are. The yellow and black ones. You look it up. Some of these outside spiders that we hang in our garden that's good for the garden is for y'all. Good for y'all garden. They are poisonous. I'm just out here now to look around to see what I need to do. I see an okra need to be picked, harvested. It's some bell peppers over here. I'm going to bag my bell peppers up. I'm going to put them in little sack bags. It's 5 of them. And I want all 5 of them. Hopefully when I put them in the bag, I don't break none off. I have an eggplant bush that need to be set up. This is just a garden walkthrough, y'all. What need to be done. I'm going to be out here periodically. Out here in my moo. I'm feeling okay. You know, you with shingles, you always have some pain. So you always have some pain. And sometimes for me, the very early morning is worse, because whatever medicine you took that night done wore off. And you be feeling a little burning, and it's going through stages. The shingles go through stages, you know. So I'm just going through the process, honey, till I get to the end. And that's all I can do. And be prayerful and thankful to God that I'm able to go through it, that I'm able to stand up. Because I told y'all, my sister's a nurse. And when she saw me walk in the kitchen, because she was coming, my husband was letting her in. She's now have her own juice business called Nana Juices. So I ordered me some juice, and she was bringing it to me to the house. Because where they set up to sell that day, it rained. So, you know, they canceled. But she still had a product and needed to sell it. So, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help my family. You know, I'm gonna help my family. So I had ordered me up about 6 juices, and she was bringing it to me. I told her if it's raining, don't bring them. Wait till tomorrow, because I'm stuck in the house. So I'm stuck in the house. I'm assuming that my daughter left the roof of the quail coop up, the hutch rather, left that up in the air, because the quails gave about 20 eggs yesterday. I know it had to be about 20. I know it had to be about 20 eggs that they gave yesterday. I wasn't going in there to get them because I didn't feel like that bending over. You know, I see this tomato bush is down again. Y'all, if those tomatoes wasn't green, I'll just go ahead and take that tomato bush out right now. But it's so green, so I'm trying to at least let them stay on the vine until they start blushing. They not even blushing. I mean, they dark green. So that's down over there. Let me show y'all. Because this is the first part of the garden walkthrough. I don't even have boots on. Do that. And you see how it's down every morning. And the rain ain't helping it. The rain keep knocking it down. I'm just going to keep on walking and talking. We just out here doing the garden work through. The walkthrough, I mean, I'm talking about the work through. And if I have to, I will use this this stand to knock a spider web down. Y'all will be dancing around. But I'm just looking. My watermelon is giving me flowers. Watermelon giving flowers. This the one I did plant. It has some flowers. I hope it make it. I'm gonna show y'all. Down there, it's 3 open flowers. I don't know about pollinating. I see some ants crawling in and out of them. Must be something sweet in there. Whew. I see they done wrapped around the pepper plant. They done wrapped around the cayenne pepper. So I hope we don't have nothing spicy. I see they done wrapped around the pepper plant. This right here, this a watermelon shooting from up here. But it's coming from the watermelon, the volunteer watermelon from the back. And it does have, oh Lord, y'all, oh Lord. I'm trying to bend over and get this. I don't want it all tangled up in here. Yeah, he done wrapped himself. I have to pop his little twine because he's all around. He's all around the little cayenne peppers, the peppers themselves, not just on the plant. He on the peppers themselves. I'm gonna throw him back the other way. Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm getting him off this pepper plant Cause ooh, I mean, when I say he tied up, y'all. I can't hold my coffee and the camera this way. Okay, but I got him free. Yeah, I felt that bending over. Because the way my shingles is right around my waistline. So even when you walking and you trying not to move, or you trying to sit down, or you looking, turning your body to the left, you feel that because it's in what they call the shingles belt line. That means it's around your waist, coming from your spine area around your waistline to the front. Those are your nerves coming from your spine area. My doctor, she was really thorough with me about it and explained to me about it and how it functioned, and how that's why I felt like my nerves was, you know, shooting me out, burning sensation, pain, because it's tapped to inside your spinal cord, you know, where your spinal fluid and all that stuff comes from. She explained it real well, and she let me know this is not no 2 or 3 day process. So don't think, you know, you're gonna take something, it's gonna dry it up and you'll be all right, you know. And then plus, if I want the vaccine, I have to wait 6 months after this to get the, well, after this heals, I have to wait 6 months to get the vaccine, which I knew they had a vaccine. And when my doctor had asked me about do I want to take it, I was like, no, I don't want to take it, because it was right after COVID. And for COVID, I did take those shots for COVID. I know a lot of people be like, I'm not gonna put that in my body, I'll just do whatever I need to, whatever. But I had to also make my husband feel comfortable. You know, my husband has his own thing going on, and I wasn't gonna do anything to put him in danger. So I took the shots. It didn't bother me, and I wasn't worried about, oh, if I had COVID, you know, I'm gonna die or whatever. I felt like if I had COVID, either God was gonna heal me or he was gonna call me on home, and I wasn't worried about it either way, you know. But I took it because it made him feel comfortable, you know. And I had two of the shots and 2 of the boosters. By the time they told me, my doctor was asking me, you know, you want to, I was like, I don't want no more vaccines right now. You know, and that's just how I felt. I didn't want any more vaccines. And taking the COVID vaccine, it didn't keep me from catching COVID, you know. And people act like, oh, COVID is nothing, you know. COVID took out some of my coworkers. Yes, it did, you know. It took out some of my coworkers, you know. I lost 2 coworkers to COVID. And we lost a ton of people in our community, you know, to COVID. And I lost my pastor to COVID. My pastors that I have now, that's my pastor's daughter and son-in-law that are pastor and doing a marvelous job. But he was one of the first people in our community to pass because of COVID. You know, he was one of the first people that passed from COVID. And I could say that publicly. That's not telling nobody business, because that was on the news. So I'm picking up this, picking up one of my bags. I don't know where it flew. It might have just flew off the table. Y'all, I'm gonna go back this way. Oh God, well, we're just doing the morning garden walkthrough. Y'all, this little walkthrough is kind of about 15 minutes right now, but I'll be back out in the garden to do a little work out here in my moo. You know, when I come, I'm not gonna stay long, so this won't be a very, very long video. Praise God. I know y'all happy. But I was just doing my morning walkthrough, and I like to talk about the steps of shingles, what I'm going through, how my body feels. I'm not painting all over my body. But that air conditioner back there, I'm not painting all over my body, but I'm painting in the area where the shingle is. That's where I'm painting at. I haven't hurt on my leg and all of this. I have had a couple of headaches and things like that. I do get a little sluggish, but you know, I'm off, I'm home, so when I start feeling like I need to go lay down, that is what I do. I just go and I lay down. You know, and I just that's just what I do. I didn't come out to the garden. I came out and I walked to the quail coop to check on the quail, and that's when I saw all those eggs over there. I was like, oh my goodness, there's a ton of eggs over there, you know. So I didn't go in there to get them. I just told Olivia, honey, would you go out there with the kids and y'all get the eggs for me? I wasn't going in the quail coop. feel like no bending trying to get nothing. And I don't feel like it this morning. It is painful to bend and to be twisting my body. You know, this thing burn enough and hurt enough on its own without me doing anything additional to cause my own self pain. The medicine that you get, it does help, but it mainly just helps you to be able to cope. It don't dry it up. You know, you can use calamine lotion or any other kind of itch cream or whatever to kind of help the itching or whatever, because sometimes during the day it just itch, and you feel like you really want to scratch it, but you'll be curled up in the fetal position if you do, because it will be real painful, you know, because it is painful to touch, you know. But I have to touch it if I use cream. So I have, you know, I just get something to rub it on with, and I'm handling it as much as I can myself. I'm not, you know, letting my husband handle it, because I know now with it turning to pus bumps, the little bubble looking pus bump, that is when it's in a contagious state. But it's only contagious if, you know, it's contagious, but if you touch it. So you could be looking at it, it ain't doing anything, you know, because my sister came, she wanted to see it, you know, that's just the nurse in her. And so I let her see it, and you know, she had a hand on my back, but she didn't touch it. I was like, ooh. And I've been keeping bleach water ran in my sink, just some hot bleach water. If it get cool, I heat up my tea kettle and warm it back up. So I made her wash her hands in that little bleach water, you know. She said, I said, oh girl, don't touch it. She said, I ain't touching it. I wasn't worried about her touching it and making it hot. I'm more worried about her touching it and something happening to her. You know, I don't want to see nobody else with this, so I've been handling everything on it myself. Well guys, this is the first part of Friday Moo in the garden. Thanks to CC Texas Garden for putting this out, and I told her I'm in, and it's the right thing for me because it's loose and hanging off my body. I don't have to have anything touching me, you know. But of course I have on a cotton t-shirt. Y'all know I'm gonna wear a t-shirt year round, child. I couldn't help it if I wanted to. So but I will see y'all in this garden later today for Friday Moo in the garden. See you guys in this garden a little later. Hey fam, I'm back out here in the garden, and what I'm out here to do is I'm gonna bag up my little bell peppers. So stand by while I get the rest of my little bags. I had to swoop through some areas and get me some get my little bags. So I'm gonna put my little bags on them. I was watching Ursula, the Harvey Container Gardener, how something had done went into her crop cage and started just eating her bell peppers, you know, and she didn't want them to get to her watermelon, so she was covering up everything. So I'm gonna do the same thing, because I don't have anything out here eating yet, but I ain't trying to have no food out here to invite them either. So I'm gonna cover up each one of these little bell peppers. Now I could try to find something to cover the whole thing, but I don't have nothing. Well, I could cut that I could cut some of that cloth. I don't want to do that, y'all. I don't even feel like it. I ain't even finna act like I want to do that. I don't. Let me see if I can't get these two and here together. I was trying to give them their own little space, but honey, well, I'm gonna just do one. I ain't gonna take no chances of breaking nothing off before time. Cause I did bring, I'm sorry, I got y'all can't even see what I'm doing. Y'all, I'm not the best camera person, I tell you. I could take some good pictures though, but I'm not the best camera person when it comes to, I'm out here in my moo because it's Moo Friday. I need to tie mine up that was hanging. And I don't want to be pulling nothing on me, no ant, no nothing on this ground crawling up on me. I'm going to tie mine up. Yeah, there we go. Got it tied up now. Y'all see how I got it. Got it tied up in the front. Showing a little too much thigh, but it's out there. And I couldn't find I don't know what happened to all my little smaller bags, but this is one of the big ones, but it's going to work. I'm going to put this up on it. I would love to have some bags, different colors too. That's just me. Something besides green out here in the garden. So if you look, I have all 5 of these covered individually in their little bags. Hopefully that I have them tight enough. I didn't want to make them too tight because I didn't want nothing popping off. Y'all, I got to go back over here and do something with this, with my eggplant. It's leaning back over again. I do not want it popped. I don't want it broke. But it is heavy, and that little hoop that I had with the wind, it is not enough. So I'm going to find a stick and I'm going to prop it up properly. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I got me a stick. I got a bamboo stick, and I'm gonna try my best to wrap her up. But she done pulled the hoop out and everything over here. The hoop is out, ain't nothing tied. So I cut more Velcro. I forgot I had Velcro. I could use that because apparently the hoop ain't holding it. So it's not down far enough in the ground, I guess. Down far enough. And this is a pepper. I need more sticks. Let me go ahead on and stick this up. This is a pepper right here. Let me see. I'm gonna put the stick to the thing up here. I always put the stick or whatever I'm staking it to in the piece above it, in a pocket above it. Where y'all at? Where my camera at? So y'all can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Like right here, this pepper is all the way down here in this pocket. But I have the stick up top. So I could just tie it up top and let it stand and hold it up. Tighten it. It got flowers. It has some flowers on it. Yeah, it has a few flowers on it. So we want it to stand. So that should be enough for it. I'm gonna take it right there too. Yeah, so it'll stand up. I might take off these little bottom leaves. I don't see any flowers or nothing that look like it want to be a flower on here. Well, I do see a couple of things that might want to be a bell pepper, but it might need to be staked up too. So pull this right on up in here with this one. I have enough Velcro to go around another whole stem because the stems are pretty thick. But I'm trying to look and see if I could just like relieve it of some of these lower leaves down here. Yeah, it's not doing anything. That's some celery right in there. So yeah, that's a little better. I just took off some of these little lower leaves because it's really growing bushy. So now I'm gonna deal with this. I'm gonna deal with this eggplant right here. Y'all can see this eggplant leaning. It has 1, 2, 3 eggplants on it. I don't want to lose it. I sure don't. I do not want to lose it. It's still growing, even though it's bent all over. Now I gotta go get me another stick, y'all. Gotta go get me another stick. Hold on. They right back here. Let me just move strawberry out the way instead of walking all around. Because I'm not gonna be out here long. I just move old girl out the way and come through here. Make sure I ain't walking into no spider webs. The sweet potato plant, the plants itself, the vines is growing. I don't know if I'm getting anything on it or not. These vines growing. I'm sorry, y'all can halfway see me. But these sweet potato plants is growing back here. I put these sticks in here so the vine can wrap around this stick. Because they was growing everywhere. And I'm gonna start picking some of these leaves because I do eat my leaves. I eat my sweet potato leaves. I'm just over here because this is where my sticks are. My bamboo sticks. Oh, I probably use 2 of these to hold it in. Probably use 2 of them to stake it up because it is tall. I didn't think it was gonna get that tall. I grew these last year. I didn't have a problem with them, and I didn't even have to stake them. The plant is another plant is trying to be all over me, child. That leaf right there ain't no good anyway. Take this leaf off for y'all. See what I'm doing? I'm sorry, honey. I am bad with this camera thing. You understand me? I'm bad. Oh, just stick up something. I think I'm gonna try to get it close. It got such a good root. You have to be able to pierce down to it. So yeah, I want to put another piece of Velcro on it. Take this little leaf through here. Put another piece of Velcro on it right here. I'm gonna get it tied down really good. I'm gonna Velcro it in two spots to this bamboo post. I have this post jammed all the way down real good. So yeah, that bamboo stick right there is it's 3 feet long, and I have used all my 6 feet long. I gave my sister one for the tomato plant that she had, and then I have most of them used on my tomato plant. I'm also gonna stake it all the way up here at the top. And I always put enough bamboo so if for some reason the stem gets a little fatter and I need to come let it out, I don't have to use another piece of thing. So it has some very nice eggplants on it already. I'm gonna show you guys. See that nice one coming in right there? Then it has a couple of more on the other side, but they're all little nice eggplants. I don't want to lose them. But that's it with that, guys. That's it with that. And we push Miss Strawberry back into her place, child. Let's push her back there. That's one thing about green stalks. All you got to do is roll. Thank you, Jesus. That's all you got to do is roll. It's not hard at all, not heavy, not hurtful to me at all. I thank God for it. I had husband to pull this. We had so much rainwater out here in these containers. I have a couple of containers that don't have holes in it, and I had him just to pour the water all together for me, so I could use it. And it's just in this bucket right here. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know what y'all can see, honey, because the sun is out now. I just have a big pot down here, honey. I don't even know if y'all can see it or not. I don't know what y'all can see. Oh, so dark, so sunny. Let me see. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just checking to see what y'all can see. Make sure y'all are still on. I couldn't see anything. It's showing me just a black screen. But I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. I'll turn that big 17 gallon. It has some water in it. It's not filled, but enough water for me to use out here to water and fertilize. So that's what I'm gonna do before it gets too hot out here. Okay, so I'm gonna be using some fish fertilizer just to put down in this bucket. I don't know how much water this is. I see a little bug in here. I don't want him. I saw him in here the other day trying to swim and get out. I didn't help him, not a bit. But they get for being in here. It is some little mosquitoes in here. That's why I want to go ahead on and use the water. I got him. Yeah, he trying to swim around. Y'all, I'm so proud of my pineapples. I'm gonna kind of pull this out of the way. This is not heavy at all. Now, but I still don't know how much water this is. I'm pulling it out because I'm not gonna keep walking in that cut every time walking past my flower. Because I don't want to break my flower off, my little, I don't forgot what you call this little flower, but I don't want to break it off. Y'all, I ain't sure about the about how much water this is, so I'm gonna just put it here till the water kind of turns a good color. So I think that might be enough. If it ain't, oh, oh well. I'm gonna stir it up. I don't have no gloves on. Just straw out of here. And I'm just gonna mix it up in here. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm definitely gonna go do my peppers and stuff. Probably could use some watering out here too, but it's been raining. We have had so much rain. I'm trying to make sure I don't have any to the bottom. And I'm gonna just use my little handy dandy elephant to fertilize things. And then after that, I'm going back in the house because it's starting to get hot out here. There's some water in here too. Yeah, I'm gonna go back in the house because it is starting to get hot. And whether I had the shingles or not, I just made up in my mind during the summer when I'm out, I'm gonna come out early in the morning to do what I need to do. And then when the sun start coming out and it get a certain temperature, I'm gonna take my little hip pockets back in the house. That's what I have decided I'm gonna be doing. I'm not gonna be out here, you know, about to pass out trying to work in the garden. Cause I could come out early in the morning, and you probably could stay to about almost 12. 12 is when it start really getting hot out here. So you could stay to like almost 12, and then go in and come back out about 5:30. You can come back out about 5 or 5:30, and still, that's a few hours to get some work done. So that's what I've been doing. But y'all, this is me outside on a Friday in the garden, working, doing garden work in my moo. And I think y'all seen my little moo. I'm gonna step back for y'all to see it since this is Moo Friday. I'm gonna step back and so y'all can see my little moo. This is it, my little moo. And in memory of my mom, in memory of my mother, memory of my mother. I'm gonna go down here and get these other peppers and these bell peppers or whatever. I wish I had some more bloom. That's what I need to get now that they have fruit on the vine. I really like to be using the more bloom so the flowers and the fruit could get bigger. But I don't have any of that with me. So, and I'm not gonna run out to get none either. So I'm gonna use what I got. And I will see you guys in this garden later. Gigi fam, see you in this garden later.